Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 28th of August 2022 and welcome to week 346 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I maintained my body weight at 178.3 kilograms, which is 393 pounds or 28 stone 1 pound, and of course my body mass index remained at 52.1. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,519 compared to the previous week at 2,480. It has increased above my allowance for the week, which isn't great. Last weekend was quite an indulgent weekend, if I'm being honest. We're celebrating my mum's birthday. We went over to see some family in Manchester, and yes, we went out for a meal. We went for an Indian, and on Sunday we also went out again. So, a huge amount of calories last weekend, and throughout the week it's not been the best either. Even though I've been within my allowance throughout the week, it's always been very close to the margin. And of course yesterday I had a few extra calories as well yesterday. So it's understandable where the calories have come from to go over the allowance, but it's not dramatically over, is it? How about my fluid consumption? Well, this has increased, which is good news, from the previous week to 3,300 millilitres, but it is falling short of my 3,500 millilitre target. Now, how about my activity levels for the past week, which we all know I like to monitor my step count. This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 5,699 compared to the previous week at 5,692. Tiniest of increase. You could argue that it's relatively a maintain in there. It's been a busy week. I've managed to fit in as much walking as possible. I've not been able to do any walking after work. It's all been whilst at work. So I still need to do some improvement in that area. It's that time of the week where we all get to see my latest weighing result. So here it is, guys. Here's my weighing. I weigh 178.3 kilograms, which is 393 pounds or 28 stone 1 pound. This means for a second consecutive week I've seen a maintain. No loss, no gain. But how did I get on at Slimworld? We can see that result right here. At Slimworld this week, I also saw a maintain result. Based on this week's maintain result, it means my body mass index will stay at 52.1. And of course, the same can be said for my third weight loss target, which will stay at 11.7% complete. So in the 346 weeks that I've been doing this journey, I've lost a total of 148.2 pounds, which is 67.2 kilograms, or 10 stone 8.2 pounds. Next week I've got another full week at home, so there's no travelling for work as far as I'm aware. So it's going to make life a little bit more easy for me to be able to stick to my normal routine. I would love to be able to increase my step count at least by 2,000 steps as an average. I want to get back up to around 8,000 steps. If I can get towards 10,000, even better. My fluid consumption still needs to improve though. I need to increase that by an extra 200 millilitres overall as an average for the week to hit that 3,500 millilitre target. Food wise, well, of course I need to make sure that I do not go over my overall calorie allowance for the week. So there's a couple of things I need to focus on this past week, I think it's fair to say. Let's hope for a decent weight loss result next week. Again, I always try and get anything between 1 and 3 pounds per week. Not successful at it, I know, just lately, but that's why I always try and do it on a weekly basis. Let's see what happens next week. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means, subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.